Good morning, Britain. Our main news this morning is that the Prime Minister has vowed to change the rules on knife sales after revelations that the Southport morning, because of what the Prime Minister has written, the killer, the two-click killer, within their sites this morning is changing the rules. So currently, customers ordering knives on Amazon, when it's delivered, proof of age and a signature. And obviously, that was not enough to managing to get hold of this knife. So proposed checks would see buyers asked to submit an identity document, such as a live video to prove that. It's worth a try, isn't it? We can't go, oh, well, they'll just go to the kitchen drawer. Because it mainly, you know, plenty of families confrontation.
And they just leave them on the doorstep.
Then the eventual settlement, the legal costs.
Both sides, which probably...
I think he has in this case. But it's interesting because he vowed when he began this fight, this was fighted accountability. He didn't want a deal. He didn't want ability. And it looks like that fight may be over the public eye. It's not entirely true. They did a huge documentary, selling book. There were some reports in the papers, I think, over the last couple of days that Prince Harry was taken aback at it to have the kind of hugely devastating impact. It was so critical. Murderer Axel Rudiger was able to buy a blade online despite being under 18 years old and having a history of carrying knives from a young age.
And the Prime Minister is also demanding that online companies like Amazon bring in much more rigorous age checks. He's warned them that, in his words, this cannot continue. Our political...
That's our main news this morning, and we will discuss the ease with which people seem to be able to get round the current rule about online knife sales with Andrew Pearce and Kevin Maguire in just a few minutes. And that review that's been carried out into online knife sales has been carried out by the government, by a guy called Commander Stephen Clayman, the National Police Chiefs Council's lead for knife crime. And it looks like those rules,
some companies are acting on their own now. John Lewis, for example, are introducing much stricter
AI
regulations.
checks.
AI checks, We'll talk about that in a couple of minutes.
We will, right. In the meantime, 6:05, here's Charlotte with the rest of the...
Back now then, beating the benefit cheats idea number, 999. How about this one? Benefit cheats could be banned from driving for 2 years, the government will be saying today. They hope that will save the taxpayer 300 million quid a year.
But as the government seeks to overhaul the welfare system, one charity says there are huge concerns among people on disability benefits that they could be targeted next. Well, last week we asked the Treasury Minister, Darren Jones, if any changes to personal independence payments are on the table. Well, let's speak now to two people who both receive PIP and are worried it's going to be taken away.